Hello, my dear friends. I'm about to give you a free gift. It's a sample video from my patreon.com site, and it is a mini mentoring session. You'll get one of these every Friday, just as a little teaser, a little taste to see what it would be like to get one of these 5 days a week. If you decide you'd like to have one of these mini mentoring sessions 5 days a week, ad-free, go to A Better Life with FlyLady Kat at patreon.com, patreon.com, and sign up. It's only $5 a month. You get 20 videos a month, and they are designed to give you a kick in the pants first thing in the morning. It's set up so that you can see them first thing, so you can watch them in bed even before you get going. It's designed for payroll and at-home homemakers, and it will help you with the way you think about the way you're doing life and doing the FlyLady system. So I hope that you go over and check out my Patreon site. While you're there, look at all of the other opportunities that I have for you for mentoring. We do personal one-on-one mentoring. There are different levels of that. And also I offer this year in 2022 financial mentoring. So if you need a budget, if you would like to be financially independent, now's the time to sign up for that as well. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the video. Hello, my friends. This video is entitled, You Are First. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This is not a video about your ego, about making yourself the queen, the diva, all those most current and popular ways that women think about themselves. But instead, it is a way for you to think about yourself that says, I care about myself and I want to take care of myself for myself and for those others in my family, my friends, etc. So, you know, everyone uses this example, but it is just like the perfect example. When we're flying and the stewardess is showing you if the air pressure should drop, you know, the air masks drop down, and always says, put yours on first before you put it on your children, because they know us women. They know we would put it on our children first and be passing out over here and really not able to take care of our own children because we haven't taken care of ourselves first. So some of the things we do for ourselves to be first won't feel good in the beginning. For example, in order to be first, to take care of yourself first in the morning, you have to get up before the rest of your family. It's a fact. If you don't get up first, here's what's going to happen. Your children are going to get up, they're going to want breakfast, they're going to want attention, they're going to be crying, you're not going to be dressed, you haven't brushed your teeth, you haven't had your coffee, your husband's asking you questions, and you feel less than. You feel like a martyr. It's like, golly, I haven't even had time to go to the bathroom and everybody's demanding things of me. But if you get up first, if you wake up first before your family, and you get your clothes on, and you use the bathroom, and you wash your face, and you moisturize your skin, and you put on a little makeup, you fix your hair, you get your, already got your clothes on, but maybe you put a little jewelry on, maybe you make the bed if your husband's out of it, you go into the kitchen, you make yourself some coffee, then you start some laundry, maybe you go through an inch of paper, you're doing your thing. You've accomplished things already this day. And then you'll say, you know, it's time for those children to get up. So you walk into their bedroom and you wake them up. And you say, come on, let's get up, time to get up. And you're going to feel more comfortable about yourself. You're not going to feel like that haggard mom. You're going to feel like somebody who's been taken care of by yourself because you put yourself first. Again, this is not egotistical. This is not, I am more important than the rest of my family. This is not, I deserve it. And it's especially not, I am the queen, I am the diva, although I do tease and make things like the dishes diva, things like that. But you know what I mean. Those women who just think they don't have to do anything and that they deserve the right to be first. I disagree. I think that no one deserves anything. That's really what I think. I don't think that people shouldn't have things. I just don't think anyone really has done anything that incredible to deserve it. Now, there are things that people do deserve. They work really hard for their degree, or they've trained really hard to win a race, and they deserve to do well in the race because they put in that effort. And if you want your house to be clean and organized, then you get it that way because you've worked really hard, doing it over and over for a period of time, then you deserve to have peace in your home, control in your life, and finally love yourself. Those are things you kind of deserve. But as far as just because you are the mother, or just because of your birth, you know, just because of who you are, not your character, you don't deserve anything. So let's work to deserve some things by doing some work. And that's the thing. Well, let's do some work. So we're going to get up in the morning. We're going to do our morning routine. We're going to go into the bathroom. We're going to swish the toilet, and we're going to wipe out the sink. That's the thing nobody wants to do. Why? I don't know. It takes so little time. Well, I do know, because I am you, and I've done the same thing. Like, I don't want to swish the toilet. But once you do it, it's like, oh, that looks so nice. It smells so good in here. Wipe the sink out. You know, you can smell the I love the Mrs. Meyer's fresh cut grass is what I'm using right now. It may not even be available anymore, but it smells so good. And I also use, is that my air conditioner coming on? Sorry for the air conditioner. I thought I had it turned off. But anyway, I also use, Grove has an air spray called Ginger something that smells wonderful. But I digress. My point is that we're going to work in our bathroom to do a little work, and it's just like a 30-second swish or less. It's not even 30 seconds, maybe 10. Wiping out the sink isn't very long either. I'm not talking about wiping off the countertops, clearing any clutter. That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about wiping that little bowl, that little sink, and wiping that toilet, and swishing that toilet bowl. Okay? All right, next is put your dishes away in the morning. That is something you want to do first. And I'm asking you to do it, not your kiddos. If you wait for your children to do it, sometimes it's a hassle. Sometimes it doesn't happen till way after breakfast. And then you've got those dishes piled up from breakfast. And then there's that pressure on you. Give your children something else to do, some other job. That little job needs to be yours. Get up and get that done first so that you start with an empty dishwasher. That is going to be your reward for the day, an empty dishwasher. Now, if you have a huge family, you may have to run your dishwasher more than once a day. But the majority of us can fit the dishes in there for the day, run them at night, empty it in the morning. Have you ever timed yourself? I timed a client the other day. She was overwhelmed. I said, have you emptied your dishwasher? She said, nope. I said, let's go in the kitchen and empty your dishwasher. 1 minute later, her dishwasher was empty. Now, granted, it's just she and her husband, just 2 people. But if there were 4 people, it might take you 4 minutes. Oh, Lordy. 4 whole minutes. So don't stress about this. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Don't panic about it. Don't build it up to something bigger in your head. Just get it done first so you can put yourself first. Because when we get it all done, then you have time to relax and enjoy yourself. And I think I talked to you yesterday about playing with children. Or maybe I didn't. But anyway, you know, I oftentimes say you have time to play with your children in the afternoon once you get everything done. But you know what? You might not enjoy playing with your children. I know that sounds really selfish and horrible, but maybe you don't enjoy the silly things they do. Maybe you enjoy something better. For me, I enjoyed teaching. That was part of parenting that I enjoyed. It was play to my children. Like I would teach them how to make a cake, and they got to be in there and stir the cake, and I would explain how to crack an egg and what that egg was, and you know how that worked. Or I would take them outside and we would walk around and look for bugs and leaves, and we would talk about what that tree was and what that leaf goes to, and you know, just educating them to me was a thrill. Reading them stories was fun for me. Holding them up on my feet in the air and giving them airplane rides was fun. Playing in the yard with them, playing tag or doing cartwheels or whatever I could do as a young mother was fun. But it wasn't fun to play Candyland. That was boring to me. It wasn't fun for me to play Barbie because I always got the naked Barbie with the blue markers all over it and the bald head and no clothes. So that's not fun. In fact, when I had a granddaughter, I bought us each a set of Barbies. I had one, she had one. I bought us each a set of clothes. I put the whole set and the doll in a Ziploc bag with Sydney's name on hers and my name on mine. So when I played Barbies with her, it was much more fun because I actually had shoes and pajamas and hair. So I know that sounds weird maybe to some of you, but to me, that made all the difference in enjoying my children. And guess what? I was more enjoyable to my children because I enjoyed that. They needed to learn how to play the game Candyland. I taught them how to play it, and then they could play it together. They didn't need me. Now, there were games that I did enjoy playing with my children, and the most fun to me was the one where they had to remember what was under the flip cards and where the matches were. That was fun. But again, that's more of teaching, and that's what I enjoyed. So find what you think is fun to do with your kids, and that's your reward because you enjoy it too. They enjoy you being with them and having fun with them, and you enjoy being with them and having fun with them, and that is everybody's reward. So you can reward yourself by getting your house done and then enjoying yourself. And I know a lot of you don't even know what you love to do. Maybe you don't have kids, maybe your kids are grown, and you're like, I don't know what I like to do. I just watch TV. I just read books. Sometimes I crochet. I used to do cross stitch years ago. Well, if you think that's something you want to do, then do it, or reinvent yourself. What is it that you might be interested in? Maybe you're not interested in any of that stuff. Maybe you've lost weight since then or gained weight since then. Things change. Maybe you've learned that you enjoy hiking with friends, or you more enjoy window shopping with friends, or some of you just enjoy being by yourself, and that's okay. Just put yourself first for a change and see how much more wonderful it is for other people to be around you, and how much more fun you're having and they're having. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you remember to put yourself first, and I hope that you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.